Day on Business News. A Speaker of the House of Representatives, Right Honorable Abbas Tajuddin, has assured the business community that the National Assembly will repeal obsolete laws hindering investment and enact legislation that supports economic growth and improves the ease of doing business. Speaking at the Legislative Business Breakfast during the 2026 National Assembly Open Week in Abuja, the Speaker outlined 5 key commitments, including reducing the cost of doing business, improving access to finance for small and medium enterprises, promoting local manufacturing and agriculture, and ensuring the effective implementation of economic reforms.
We cannot pass laws in vacuum. Our goal is simple: to align the National Assembly's legislative reform agenda directly with the priority of the organized businesses. The true role of the legislature is to serve as an economic enabler, stripping away bureaucratic bottlenecks and building a predictable, competitive environment where business can thrive. As we push forward with our reform agenda, the 10th National Assembly, led by Dr. Abbas Tajuddin, our speaker, is actively focusing on 3 critical pillars designed to support your enterprises. One is regulatory predictability. We are auditing existing commercial laws to eliminate overlapping regulatory mandates that drive up the cost of doing business. Enabling infrastructure and digital economy is also key, where our pipeline includes modernized frameworks for PPPs, energy sector unbundling.
I mentioned this because when we look around the country, we know that the biggest threat to business is national security. And if we look around, we see that farmers are not farming, foods are not moving from where they are produced to different parts of the country. That's one major threat, and I think that we did have a security sector conversation yesterday. I think it's so very important that this is something the government takes very seriously if we are to talk about improving the economy. People are not investing in this country simply, and I mean Nigerians, simply because of the level of insecurity in the country. Secondly, the right honorable speaker, I think one of the biggest disincentive to investment in
the quality of our legislation will increasingly determine the pace of investment, enterprise growth, and national competitiveness. The National Assembly is central to Nigeria's economic transformation. Every serious reform ultimately requires a strong legislative foundation, one that provides clarity for investors, strengthens implementation, and supports long-term private sector growth. The choices we make here will shape how businesses invest, expand, and create jobs across our economy. As government continues to pursue investment, industrialization, export expansion, and private sector growth, the quality of our legislation will increasingly determine the quality of our economic reforms, which is why President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR.
First, on regulatory clarity and legislative predictability, we commit that laws affecting businesses will be stable, transparent, and made within your input, so that no investor is ever ambushed by a rule they could not foresee. Second, on the cost of doing business, we will build on the tax reforms to harmonize levies across all tiers of government, so that one enterprise is not taxed to exhaustion by federal, state, and local authorities at the same time. Third, on access to finance, we will strengthen through law and through oversight the institutions that lend to the real economy, and press for financing that actually reaches the small.
To strengthen collaboration with the private sector, Abbas proposed the establishment of a permanent National Assembly Business Executive Roundtable to meet twice yearly. He also urged business leaders to engage lawmakers more actively in shaping policies capable of driving investment, creating jobs, and accelerating economic transformation. Thank you for staying with us on Super Screen Television News. We'll go on a short break to be back for foreign reports. Thank you for joining us again as we take some foreign reports. The United States has carried out another round of airstrikes on Iranian military targets, marking the 10th consecutive night of attacks, as President Donald Trump vowed retaliation over the deaths of 3 American soldiers in recent Iranian-linked attacks. The U.S. military also said the strikes targeted missile and drone launch sites, military command centers, and air defense systems, while Iran claimed it responded by attacking oil tankers in the Strait of Hormuz and U.S. military assets in Bahrain, Kuwait, and Jordan. Meanwhile, Yemen's Iran-backed Houthi rebels announced an immediate maritime embargo on Saudi Arabia, accusing the kingdom of maintaining a year-long blockade of ports and airports in Houthi-controlled areas. The group said it would seize Saudi vessels through the strategic Bab al-Mandab Strait, a vital global shipping route linking the Red Sea and the Gulf of Aden. Saudi Arabia condemned the move, describing it as a threat to international navigation, while regional tensions continue to escalate. As security analysts warn that the latest development could further disrupt global oil supplies and commercial shipping, raising concerns over a wider conflict across the Middle East.